Okay. So good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your evening to come and join myself and my colleague Erica. We're going to be sharing a little bit tonight about the Arbonne opportunity, but also about one of our key product lines, which is our nutrition line, our 30 Days to Healthy Living programme. And I'm going to start, so I'm just going to introduce myself. Erica's going to do the same, and then we're going to take you through some information about the nutrition and the business. So my name is Genna Dall. I'm an independent consultant and executive regional vice president, and I started my business almost 10 years ago now. I can't believe that time has passed, but I was basically on an absolute mission to find something during my maternity leave that I could do so I could be at home more with my daughter. However, I wasn't willing to sacrifice the salary I had at that point in NHS management, so just dropping some hours to part-time wasn't a solution for me. And I felt like I had no time for anything else, but I absolutely knew if I didn't change something, nothing in my life would change. And I came across Arbonne on social media. So maybe some of you on this call will be able to relate to that. You've maybe seen something that someone posted and you got intrigued, and that was basically me. And when I took some time to hear about the business and the products that were attached to it, I realized that I could run this in a few hours a week in the time that I did have. And I had to, stop watching a bit of TV, just create a few hours in my life, and that I could use that to build another earning stream. And that I knew from that I would eventually have different choices available to me. And because I put the work in, within a few months, I was funding some extras for the family. A few months later, I was paying for some of our monthly outgoings. And eventually, a couple of years in, I was matching what I earned in my management career. And I'm not typical. You need to go to earnings.arbonne.com to see the sort of typical average incomes, but I am just one example, as is Erica, of what's possible with this business. So I'm going to pass over to Erica now and let her share her introduction to Arbonne.
Thanks for that, Genna. I always love hearing everybody's backgrounds. So my name is Ericka Good, and I am a regional vice president with this amazing company, Arbonne. Now, I first heard about Arbonne 4.5 years ago now, and at that point, I was an overwhelmed, burnt out GP. I was working almost full time. I had 2 children. I was pregnant with my third, and I was just feeling stuck, like I was on this hamster wheel, and I really didn't know where to turn. I knew that I couldn't keep going the way I was until the day I retired. But all I knew was medicine. I'd worked really hard to get to where I was as a doctor. I had no business skills, so I didn't really know how to transfer my skills elsewhere. I didn't have any savings set up to retrain as something else or set up something completely new. And neither did I have the energy left in me to retrain. And I was searching, and like most doctors, I thought, I know, I'm going to do some aesthetics, essentially Botox and fillers, things like that, because that's where my skills are transferable to. But I soon realised that I needed a lot of money to set that up, a traditional business, and the training costs thousands. And I would need to have some kind of idea about business to market myself, to perhaps employ staff. And also, I would be having to work shed load hours on top of what I was already doing until my business started to even break even, which could be 3, 4, 5 years. So that just wasn't going to be an option for me either. And then I heard about Arbonne. And initially I was a bit skeptical, and I didn't get it. I just thought, why on earth would a doctor want to sell lipsticks? Because that's all I saw it as on the surface. But then actually, once I listened to what we're going to explain in a minute, and understood the concept of the business model, it was like a little light bulb went in my head. I just thought, this is such a genius idea, because I could build it up alongside what I was doing in the little nooks and crannies here and there, and then get it to a level where I would then have more balance in my life and be able to spend more time with my kids. I didn't need to invest a fortune like everything else I'd looked at. I would have all the support behind me. I'd have a website that was up and running, so I wouldn't have to do that myself. And it was not like I could just learn it as I went along. It's not it's not brain science, this. It's simple. Anybody can do this. You just have to be prepared to put in the effort. So yeah, once I got it, I was in. And it's the best decision I've ever made. I love what I do. And within a year, I was able to halve my GP hours. Now, as Genna said, that's not typical, but it's obviously very possible because I've done it. And if you want to find out what is possible, look at a document called earnings.arbonne.com. When I saw that document, that's what made me go, oh, wow, I need to actually really look at this business properly, because, that's some serious potential there. And my view was that if that's possible, then I can absolutely achieve that too. So yeah, 4 years down the line, I've never looked back. It's brought me so much more than the balance in my life. It's brought me a community of people that I didn't know I needed. So much positivity, so much support, something completely different to the NHS that I'm used to working in. I'm much more confident now through all the personal development we have. And again, that's not something that I'd ever experienced before. And now I'm just super passionate about empowering other people to become more confident and healthy and happy through everything that Arbonne has to offer. Now, you may have been introduced to Arbonne a bit before, you might know a little bit, you might know nothing. This might be your first, call ever about what we do. But Arbonne is a product-based business. It's a business that's been around for 42 years, almost as long as me. And what I was blown away with when I looked at this was the nutrition. And the skincare. So from a background of like a medical background, when I looked at the skincare and I realized that, it's something that actually works and it's got all the ingredients that you'd want for your skincare. But I looked at the nutrition, very picky eye, and thought, I don't want to get involved in something that is faddy, okay? And I looked at this nutrition and thought, my goodness, like this is exactly what we look at in what we call kind of functional medicine. It's about optimizing health, essentially. And I loved everything it had to offer. And actually, by doing the nutrition and being part of Arbonne, it's encouraged me to learn so much more around the topic of nutrition. And now it's something that really excites me. So we run a program called the 30 Days to Healthy Living Plan. And it's something I follow 2 to 3 times a year, every year, fully, because it makes me feel so good in energy. It's mainly the energy rise and the clarity of thought that you get when you do this program. The brain fog goes. And for me, specifically in the last 18 months, having the energy and being able to think clearly is just more important than ever, because the last couple of years have been tough. And my energy has been low, like everybody else's. So what is this plan? The 30 Days to Healthy Living program is designed to act as a reset and to establish healthy habits and a healthy lifestyle, which you can continue over time. So it's just about these habits that we add in. So you get more energy, you can manage your weight, you feel fit with clean nutrition and vegan supplements. So it helps you identify how to use food as a fuel for your body to optimize how you look and feel inside and out. It helps you identify foods you're eating that might not be serving you very well, while you focus on adding nutrient-dense, plant-based whole foods. Now, you don't have to be vegan to do this plan. You can eat meat. I like my meat. Most people who follow the plan feel more energized, less bloated, their clothes fit better, they feel more focused throughout the day, and see improvements in the look and feel of skin. You get what we call the Arbonne glow. There's 5 areas that we focus on in the plan. The first one is supporting your body's natural functions and elimination organs with clean choices. So our body's organs, like the kidneys and liver, which are our elimination organs, and other organs like the brain, the intestines, and the skin, which is our largest organ, are all impacted massively by the nutrients we consume, the beverages we drink, also by sleep and stress. So balanced nutrition and supplements can help support your body's ability to function the way it was designed to work. And what you find when you're on the plan is, well, the first time I ever did it, I was like, wow, like this is how I'm supposed to feel. It's not normal to have a headache in the afternoon. It's not normal to, you know, feel that afternoon slump. All of that goes, and you learn how your body is supposed to feel. We eliminate foods that don't serve our bodies well and fuel our bodies with whole foods, delivering, you know, all the things our bodies need: protein, fat, carbs. We avoid refined sugar, alcohol, coffee, artificial colours, flavours and sweeteners that don't support our overall well-being. We avoid common allergens just for a period of 30 days. Now, temporarily eliminating these allergens will help you identify whether you feel better without them in your daily diet or not. Not everybody is allergic to these things, but just eliminating them for that period can really help you decide what feels good and right for you, because that's going to be different for everyone. And at the end, you can choose to reintroduce them or not. We learn to eat intuitively, so there's no counting calories on this plan. You learn to listen to your body's cues that tell you when to eat or drink. And you have a really steady diet of balanced nutrients that are higher in protein and lower in processed carbs and sugars, which is what helps your body to have these increased energy levels, which are consistent through the day. So you're not getting these ups and downs and the spikes of sugar. And then the fifth point is we supplement. So the Arbonne supplements are formulated with plant-based ingredients, co-developed with experts. They're vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, and are made with a stringent ingredient policy, which prohibits over 2,000 ingredients. And these supplements basically just fill in any nutritional gaps. So really help to completely flood your body with the nutrients it needs. So essentially what it's doing is establishing healthy habits for your mind, body, and skin. So if you haven't tried the plan fully yet, I absolutely encourage you to do so. I did a full plan January through to the middle of Feb, had a couple of weeks off for birthday celebrations, and I'm getting straight back on it because I am, you know, really keen to make 2022 the year of huge energy. If you don't want to follow the full plan, then there are other options as well. I'm going to pass over to Genna now, who's going to tell you a little bit more about how the business works.
Thank you so much, Ericka. So let's talk about the business opportunity attached to these products now, because for me, it is the best bit, because it's changed my life more than, you know, a fizz stick or a night cream ever could. It genuinely has. And it's important to say that, you know, Arbonne produces many, many more products than the nutrition line, although it's the nutrition that we've focused on tonight. So we also have incredible skincare, a full cosmetics line, body care, baby care, hair care, you name it. So definitely go onto the website and have a look into all that Arbonne does. And I would say if you already wash and you already recommend things that you love to people in your life, then you're already doing a large chunk of what we do to run businesses. So I want you to imagine that you've decided to be your own boss and you're looking around for an opportunity. You are thinking you want products that everyone wants and uses that improve people's lives. You want to use products that are sustainable, that are ethical, and that are effective for people that are using them with clinically proven results. You want to be able to get a huge discount on these incredible products yourself and be able to shop online from your own store and get things delivered to your door. And that is essentially what we have when we start our Arbonne businesses. So I want you to also start to imagine the sort of wider picture with this. You can start to send the website that is created for you when you start to anyone that wants to shop from your store in multiple countries that Arbonne trade in. So we trade in the UK, Poland, the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And we also get paid weekly commission of up to 35% when anyone shops, whether it's the first time they're purchasing something from your online store or whether it's the 100th time they've gone back in and repurchased things. So I love that overall concept. My husband and I own a traditional business, and we have a private clinic here in Perth where I live. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much time, energy, and cost goes into running a business like that before you ever get to take money home. And it absolutely blew my mind that I could set up an Arbonne business in a few minutes, complete with the gorgeous ready-made website that Ericka talked about earlier, fully supported by customer services, research and development of new products, distribution system to get products to your customers on your behalf, and you receive free training and mentorship within that incredible community that, again, Ericka's touched on, of people who want to see you succeed, no matter your personal goals within this, whether they're small or huge. And, you know, for when I lined the two up, there was just a no-brainer to, you know, be able to start a business like this. There are no overheads, there are no must-dos. Obviously, if you want something out of this, you need to work at it. It's effort-based, but you can work at your own pace, in your own hours, and you can do this alongside the safety net of another job like I did to begin with, or another business. And it costs £30 to set up a business, like a true business in a box. And that, to me, as I say, when I look at what £30 would get us in our current business, it would maybe get me 2 boxes or 3 boxes of clinical gloves right now. Like, that is, you know, if you looked at the energy prices, like our gas and electricity to run the clinic that we're in is insane. So this is truly such an opportunity for anyone. If you have work ethic, this is a business that you can very, very easily and quickly set up. The really cool thing about this business is that you can also create time leverage. So something you've maybe picked up on from Ericka and I's stories, I was an employee and now work for myself. I am my own boss. And Ericka, you know, has worked as an employee, but also for herself as well, is that if you're working for someone, you get paid a salary or an hourly rate, end of story. And there's only so many hours in the day you can work. If you're working for yourself, again, there's only so many hours and so many pairs of feet in a day that I can see and get paid on. But with a network marketing business like Arbonne, you have the ability to leverage your time. And what that means is being able to be paid for more than the hours that you personally work. So as well as having your own online store that customers can shop through and have their products delivered to them, you can also show other people how to set up online stores connected to yours. And in doing so, you can multiply what you earn, as Arbonne will pay you a commission, a percentage of all of the stores in your overall network, no matter which country that's in. So if it's in a country that we trade in, you can be paid on that. And I absolutely loved it. It was a really fair system because you're showing someone else how to grow a business for them and they keep all of their income, but Arbonne pay us an extra thank you check for extending that network and doing that word of mouth recommending further than just our own customers. So I want you to have a think about, you know, where you are in your life right now and where you see yourself in maybe 5 years from now, or even 3 years from now, or even a year from now. And if you keep doing what you're currently doing, will you reach the vision you have for your life? Will you have created different choices? Because that is essentially what creating extra money in your life can give you, is some different choices. Maybe those choices are linked to your health. Maybe you sat there listening to Ericka earlier talk about the 30-day program and thinking that would be amazing actually to take control of my health again this year, and you'd love to try some of the products. Or maybe it's your bank balance that needs the overhaul and the health check, and maybe you want to look further into what the business can give you alongside the products. So whatever it is for you, whatever's kind of tick the box for you, then be sure to go back and speak to the person who invited you on the call tonight. And, you know, if there's something in your gut that's saying just to go for it, like there was for me 10 years ago, then just act on that and get started with, as Ericka and I have both said, you know, something that we've never regretted. It's just been one of the best decisions I've ever taken to get going with it and learn along the way. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time out to hear tonight, and hope you all have a great evening, and we will speak to you all soon. Take care.